Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy Papa Dom. Feeling real energetic, feeling good. It's like a smooth 45 degrees out, fucking balmy. Wearing t-shirts outside and shit to shovel snow. I'm not gonna say what region we live in because we don't do that anymore, but you could probably guess. Joining me as always on episode 116. Not episode 117 and Not Another Gaming Podcast, as next week, 116, the very sexual, the very toit, the motherfucking number one lifeline in North America, our very own Dr. Bob. How you feeling?
It's me. I'm definitely not the number one, but hey, in my mind and in my heart, I am.
Number one in your programs, number one in your hearts.
Give me a couple. The problem is, people play this game for fucking 12 hours a day, and I have to work 8 hours, a minimum 8 hours a day, so I don't have fucking 12 plus hours to put into Apex. Trust me, I would if I had it. Yeah. I have before, but I can't play for 12 hours straight, so I can't get to the first spot. But when they finally put in like a full fucking rank system, competitive system, I'll be up there. I promise. Yeah. I'm doing okay. I'm fucking exhausted, dude. I got back in the gym last week, so I've been going like 3 or 4 times a week.
Ooh.
And I mean, I'd flex right now, but my biceps might explode.
I know. I don't have enough pixels on my screen for all those muscles.
No.
I'd experience screen tearing. You'd experience shirt tearing. I just don't want to. I don't want to have it. I can't do it.
TOS, we can't have my shirt tearing.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Fucking banhammer immediately. And actually, speaking of top-ranked people, ranked number one in the world for owning the same looking black hoodies. Chris P, what's up?
Hey. Doing good, man. Not that tired. Maybe it's because I don't go to the gym. I mean, if that doesn't show you why you shouldn't go to the gym, I don't know what else does.
Be less
crispy,
tired.
tall, lanky, butthole stanky, bitches.
I could put on a sleeveless shirt and I could show you why you should go to the gym. But again, my fucking shoulders are looking ape-like, and I don't know if I want to do that.
I watched Rampage the other day, so I got a pretty good idea.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. I don't know if you were comparing him to The Rock or the giant, like, albino gorilla, but either way.
Both.
We'll take it. Yeah.
Imagine the giant albino gorilla as The Rock.
His traps are both The Rock. Like, when he flexes, it's like just 2 little Dwayne Johnsons on his shoulders, and he flexes those.
Bob's earlobes rest on his traps.
What's up, dude? You should see. Oh my god, you should see me when I walk through the gym at the hospital I work at. I'm just strutting through there. I'm all amped up on Nitroflex. I'm fucking twitching and shit. And I'm just staring at the free weights. I'm like, which one am I gonna tear apart right now?
Nitroflex and Sexumflex. What a combo.
Well, now I know what I gotta do after this. You had to go and bring it up, huh?
I mean, it just rhymed.
You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, let's fucking get right into it. Let's get into a little weekend recap. So, Christopher,
yes,
you're like the number one, like on the left on my screen. So we're just gonna, I guess, go from left to right. So why don't you kick it off? How was your weekend? What'd you do?
It was good. Can't complain. I had a bitcha of a hangover on Sunday. Go figure. I ended up going to a bar around here for a buddy's birthday. Had a couple 2-3 dozen Guinnesses before going. Had a couple 2-3 dozen JMO Gingers. Just a lot of mixing going on. We ended up getting kicked out, but it was no fault of my own. My friends were idiots, but long story short, good weekend. It flew by, but I'm ready for this one. Gonna lay a little low this weekend. I'm hoping maybe put some time into Apex. Who knows? I mean, if I found a website that was tracking some sort of stats, and if I wasn't addicted already, seeing stats update in real time. Now I'm full-blown hooked. But that was my weekend, and that's what my weekend coming up looks like. Rob, how was your weekend, my friend?
It was good. I didn't really do anything this weekend. Saturday was the little Valentine's Day special with Kaylee and I.
Ooh.
So we went out, we got dinner, and went to go see Happy Death Day to You.
How was that?
It was okay. It was definitely unnecessary. The first one was really good because it was unique in a way that it was like Groundhog Day, but for a horror movie. This one was like too science fiction-y and there really was no fucking purpose to it. It was enjoyable from the perspective of like, oh, this is just like a good like sit down popcorn movie.
Yeah.
But as it just there didn't need to be a sequel, and who knows if there's going to be another one? I don't fucking know, but still. It was worth it. Worth the watch, at least.
I was listening to the Mega 64 podcast. Shout out to Mega 64. Listening to them, and they said it was more of like a, not like an action movie, but it was kind of like a, like you said, kind of like a science-y thriller. Like, not so much about who the murderer is, but like how do we prevent this from, like this time loop thing from happening. And so it wasn't really like a horror movie, even though all the commercials make it look like a horror movie.
The first one was like a horror movie thriller, and it was really good. Like, they perfectly incorporated Groundhog Day into like a thriller horror movie, and it just played out very well. Okay. And it was like like light horror comedy, so it was funny too. And then the second one was just like, yeah, there's weird time loops going on. We fucked around with interdimensional shit, and we have to fix it now. Oh, and by the way, there's a killer.
Sounds like a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, it's
right. The main purpose of the first one, the being tracked down by the killer and trying to figure out who the killer was, essentially took a backseat to like, hey, here's some emotional stuff, and then here's this science fiction shit. Let's figure that stuff out first, and then there's also a killer.
I feel like the killing is probably like the primary plot point that they advertise, but it's really like some crazy other shit going on. Okay, all right.
Still interesting.
Yeah. Pretty low-key weekend on my end. I've been playing a lot of Divinity 2, playing a lot of Tetris 99, just fucking ripping my hair out. Got some drinks with some friends, went to a couple local breweries actually over the weekend, spent far too much money on beer, and just kind of a recurring theme in my life, honestly. But had some really good ones, and there were dogs at one of those breweries, so got to play with some dogs. Pet some dogs, drank some beers, saw some friends. All in all, pretty good weekend. Pretty solid.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty
Sounds
happy.
Awesome.
That. Yeah. Did the Valentine's Day thing late last week. Got some fat steaks, some 100-day dry-aged ribeyes. Just slapped it off my forehead. Couple old fashions. Went to sleep at 9:30. Fucking, man. You already know. So, and yeah, other than that, was it. That's pretty much it.
Are you a big old-fashioned guy? Well, let me preface that. Let me rephrase that. Are you a big fan of the drink old-fashioned?
I'm a big old-fashioned guy. Yeah, no, I do like old-fashions a lot. I actually, for some, like, usually my go-to cocktail...
You're an old-fashioned guy.
I'm an old guy.
I think we were all taking that in different directions.
Yeah,
I was thinking of hand jobs. Bob's thinking of age, and Dom's actually thinking about the drink.
Yeah, no, when I said
old-fashioned?
Yeah, no, old-fashioned. Yeah. I mean, you really can't go wrong in any sense of the word, but I do enjoy the old-fashioned cocktail. Usually my go-to is like a Jameson and ginger, like if I just want something quick. Usually if I can't come up with anything, I'll just say like a Jameson ginger. But nowadays, like if I'm going to go sit down for dinner, like I'll probably have an old-fashioned first. If I'm going to a bar and I'm just going to like stand up, I'm probably not going to get an old-fashioned because I want to kind of sit down and enjoy it. But, an old-fashioned's like good if I'm going to have it with like a meal. If I'm going to be mobile, I'm either getting like a PBR tall boy, a Guinness, or a Jameson and ginger. So that's my
In Chicago, an old-fashioned is just a type of beer. It's like like a light beer.
Yeah.
It's really good too.
Yeah. But yeah, so pretty good. Pretty good weekend. Pretty low key. Honestly, like didn't like do anything crazy, so I was pretty happy about that. So what I did want to talk about though, I'm gonna just fucking smash cut into the first topic, and this is probably one of the weaker topics that we've got here. So like if you're listening to it, just like fast forward like 5-10 minutes, I don't know.
Don't do that. Stay and listen. This is a great topic.
So I saw that Steam started retiring any non-gaming video content from the platform. And also I found out at the same time that Steam at one point had non-gaming video content on their platform. I had no fucking idea. Did they have movies or TV shows? But they're starting to like trim the fat on Steam, and I don't know if this is like in response to the Epic Store coming around and just making everybody happy. You know, Metro just came out this week, I think, or is coming out this week.
It already came out.
So, like, are they starting to buckle down and maybe tighten up the belt a little bit in response to Epic, or is this just like unrelated? What do you guys think?
I think Steam is like old reliable. That has been the most bulletproof launcher of all time. Like, I've never had an issue with Steam in my life, but I think it's time that they're realizing that they should really button it up, just because of all these other launchers that are coming out that are super buttoned up and the content on it is super appealing, and like, you know what you get by going in. You could get caught for pages and pages on Steam. So long story short, I think they're just trying to button up the whole thing. But I think it's a good move. I mean, when I think of a game launcher still, I think of Steam.
Yeah.
Like any day of the week, because I've been using Steam since I was a child. And it's a good move. I mean, I don't see them going anywhere, but it's just another pivot because that platform hasn't changed in God knows how long. It's looked the same pretty much forever.
Yeah.
So kind of taking it with a fresh breath, just trying to kind of compete. They don't even have to compete. That's the thing. That was a wrong choice of words, but they're just trying to kind of fit in, I guess. They want people to know what they're getting when they go there. Like you were saying, you had no idea that they had anything other than gaming related videos on there, nor did I. So they want people to actually know what they're going there for now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Bob, what do you think?
I had no idea that there was non-video gaming content. But like, have you ever seen any of those like old end of the world movies where like some alien EMP goes off and all the electronics get shut off and stuff?
Yeah.
And then you see the survivors that are like, oh shit, how are we gonna get around? And then someone just like goes into their back barn and they open up the shed doors and there's like the old 1983 Ford pickup truck in there with no electronics whatsoever.
Right.
So it was completely unaffected by it, and thing just kicks right up and it's purring like a fucking beauty.
Yeah.
That's Steam.
Exactly.
That's Steam. It doesn't matter.
Over-
Doesn't matter
overreliable.
what happens.
That's the best
Overall.
comparison I've ever heard in my life. That is spot on.
It
Spot
doesn't
on.
matter what the fuck happens at any point. It's good that there's more competition, and it's kind of underhanding them, like with the whole Epic launcher, just because they made so much fucking money off of Fortnite and continue to make so much money off of Fortnite, even though Apex is going to fucking destroy it. Game's dead. Fortnite's dead. Fortnite is a dead game.
Sounds like a little foreshadowing for another topic, but I'll let you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what. I don't think anything matters what happens on the like launcher user base, whatever. Steam is here. It's been here for the longest amount of time. The only thing that ever competed with it while we were growing up was in-game browsers, like in-browser games.
Yeah.
Where I would like go onto a website.
Twoflashgames.com.
Click on fucking MapleStory in the browser and it would pop up. And
Shout out to MapleStory. That's an all-time great weeb game.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? What is the word weeb? I don't know what that means.
There was another one. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I have two honorable mentions. Shout out to Newgrounds and E-Bombs World.
Yeah.
Continue.
Big shout. There used to be this other game, and it was like super anime looking. And Bob, you might be the only other person that I think might know what it is.
I wouldn't know anything about it. Then.
No, I mean, I just to fire off a genre at random, and there was like kind of like a tank game, and you would shoot at you would have to like arc the thing the right way and like knock them down. I'm like not describing it well, but if I looked up like anime tank battle game, people
is
were
it like Worm Wars?
I don't know.
Because that's the kind of game that you're talking about.
If anybody knows what this is and shouts it out in the chat, like I'll send you a free T-shirt. But it was a 2D. It's a 2D game, and there's like one arena, and there's like 3 platforms, and then you all spawn in a different spot, and you have to just shoot at each other like the ground underneath the other tanks to knock them off. And it was like the last person standing wins. I used to play it. It was like in middle school. People were playing it in like middle school, and there was like a little anime character on there.
Sounds like one of those Nexium games. From,
Yeah.
Like the people that created MapleStory and Guns Online. It sounds like one of those games.
Yes, that's probably what it is. I am going to find it, and I'm gonna download it and stop playing it again. But yeah, I have no idea.
Speaking of weeb shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of weeb shit, I finished the last volume of Yu Yu Hakusho last night, and now I'm gonna dive straight back into the rabbit hole of rewatching it for the 6th time. So, that's what I get to look forward to.
Should I give him a go?
What?
The whatever fucking show you're watching?
Yu Yu Hakusho? The greatest anime ever created?
Yeah, I believe me. I'm not anti-anime by any means. It just never appealed to me, so I never really got into any of them.
Gunbound is the game.
Yes, I've actually played that. I've played that before, yeah.
Wow. Gunbound. Wow, I'm downloading that right now.
Let me see, because that might be one of the old Nexium launcher games.
Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. This is like the story.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. 2003, Softnix.
Yeah.
Wowie. What a fucking game. Yeah, shout out to Gunbound. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Fortnite sucking. So, Fortnite is making some headlines, not because it's a good battle royale or worth playing in the year of our Lord 2019. Game stinks. But Fortnite Live is the premier gaming-related fan festival in the world, as far as I'm aware. Shout out to Big Tasty. What's up? Fortnite Live was put on by some event company. I don't know where these people are from or who they are or how many people are there. I can only assume that it was Ja Rule and the other fucking guy from the Fire Festival documentary who put this shit together. And what they did was they advertised using Fortnite's graphics and like logo and Epic Games shit everywhere, and advertised it to be like a theme park. That's Fortnite themed. So of course they had, the primary audience and player base for Fortnite, babies, sign up for this, and they had fucking all these like 12-year-olds and their parents are showing up. The parents are like, I don't give a shit about Fortnite. I don't want to be there. And they show up, and it's basically a place with like a slide, like a dinky like rock climbing wall, and like a couple of PCs for them to play Fortnite on, and you had to pay to play. You paid like $25 to get in. So Epic Games gets wind of this and is like, not only did you illegally plaster our logo and property all over the place, you charged people to play a free-to-play game, and also this event is a joke. So I don't know if you guys have looked into this at all, but it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. And then if you look at pictures of it, it literally looks like Fire Festival, but Fortnite themed. Yeah. I mean, it looks like they're having kids play around like a fucking refugee camp, and it's the most. I can't wait for Fortnite Festival too. I need to see it.
Believe me, I deep dove into that as soon as you brought that up, and so they guesstimated that 2,500 people bought tickets to go to this, and some of the tickets even ranged up to $60. So the way they advertised it was quote like Fortnite in real life, but it just really turned out to be an empty conference room with a fucking bouncy house. and then so it's the way I look at it is like little kids go to their parents. I have no idea what Fortnite even is. So just like, oh yeah, like I'll buy the ticket, I'll have a nice day to bond with my son or my daughter, what have you. And then they completely conned their parents, and they showed up to an empty room with a couple computers and a raggedy rock wall. And I actually heard that they had a merch stand, so they were selling merchandise, obviously, and they were selling baseball hats with weed leaves on them. That was like a piece of merchandise that they had. It was a baseball hat with weed leaves on them, and I don't know. It's what a wild move. It's kind of genius. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, yeah, it's wrong for them to do, but they made bank from it. So it's a shame that all that's going to go towards legal fees and like paying people back and actually refunding all these people. Because I bet the most like the biggest line there was the refund line. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
So it turns out the company that launched it dissolved into liquidation yesterday. And the families that were trying to get their refunds just can't get their money back. Oh my god, dude! This is like if fucking Soulja Boy tried to throw a Fortnite event.
Oh,
he should.
Oh my god, this is actually the Fortnite game that you get if you buy a Soulja Boy console. This is the game. It's a fucking rock climbing wall, and it's just Fortnite Live is actually on the Soulja Boy. It's just the whole experience.
one of his dozens of fucking consoles that he bought from China.
Yeah.
He claimed, he was like, yeah, the next production line, it's going to have Fortnite already installed on it. And people are like, dude, that's not how, first of all, these things are called emulators.
Yeah.
So it's just, that's not how this works, okay? You can't just put a live game on an emulator.
Dude, there's this tunnel that they had kids crawl through, and it's a fucking tractor trailer with, like, a tarp over it.
Oh my god!
Like
Did they actually?
Dude, look at the link I posted in the chat. It's a you need a wristband or 3 tokens, and it says like cave experience. Are there any caves in Fortnite? You don't like crawl through caves.
I mean, there are, but
it's not like a dungeon crawling type thing. Like it's just a truck with like a tarp over it, and like some like I don't know the technical term for like the camo leaf thing that you drape over it to make it look like there's a pile of leaves. It's just they threw a bunch of trash and emergency supplies on the ground and passed it off as a fucking Fortnite festival. And it was organized by Exciting Events.
I mean, I've heard a lot worse entertainment group names. Exciting Events. It's actually pretty good. That would draw me in. I would be there. Fucking
straightforward.
I also heard that they had a little stage that they were going to teach the kids how to do all the Fortnite dances on, which I'm glad didn't work. If that thing collapsed, great. But I'm glad that wasn't a thing that happened there as well. But they were going for it. And all in all, it is absolutely preposterous what they tried to get away with. And they were telling everyone that we have all these events lined up after it, and this is going to be the best thing in the world to show up to a concrete room with balloons.
Dude, can you imagine? You go to and so one of the guys, I posted this like BBC article, and one dude said the trip cost him £130. The whole day trip cost him £130 plus a 130-mile round trip from his home on like the other side of England. I don't really know what the conversion rate is going for these days, but that sounds like a shit fuckload of money. Like. It's $170 actually. It's $170. Thank you, calculators. But can you imagine paying $170 for like this day out and your kid's shouting and he's doing a floss in the back of your SUV the entire way when you drive 75 miles? 75 miles only to get to show up to the fucking some rec center with 4 Asus laptops and a rock climbing wall.
Imagine being the piece of shit that got asked to work that event. Like, all right, guys, big day today, boy. There's going to be a ton of people. Security, I need you here. I need you checking IDs over there. You get the fried dough going, all this shit. And people show up, and it's like, dude, what the fuck is this? Where's the refund line? And they weren't even refunding the people. They were refunding like a handful of people.
Oh, my God.
They can't anymore.
Yeah.
There's no company to
There's no
refund
funds. There's no funds to refund.
Wow. I'm bringing that to Shark Tank. Hey, Mark Cuban, great idea. We rip a bunch of people off, and then we go out of business so we don't have to pay anyone back.
Have you ever seen the video?
DMs are open.
Have you ever seen the video of the guy trying to pitch a pyramid scheme to the people at Shark Tank?
No, but we're going to watch it as a family as soon as this is over.
The guy goes in there and he's like, all right, so you invest in me right now $25,000, and I can get you $35,000 by the end of the month through this program.
Yes.
And they were like, wait, hold on a second. Did you pay somebody $25,000 to get in on this? And he was like, yeah, I did. And then I made a couple more investments. So was starting line is $25,000. And they were like, dude, this is a fucking pyramid scheme.
Oh my
He's standing there sweating through his coat.
That's so tough. It's like, yeah, invest in these energy drinks. You'll have a Maserati by the end of the week. We need to come up with like a pyramid scheme awareness week.
You know what? Pyramid scheme awareness week?
Yeah, we need something like that. We need to warn these people. These people are so fucking brain dead. My Instagram's a shampoo shop now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Get out of
God.
here.
This hits a little close to home.
Sorry, Tom.
Dude, wait till I just start doing shampoo. I'm gonna start doing Instagram stories, but just advertising the shampoo that I buy at fucking Market Basket. And
that would be genius.
And this is my Kirkland shampoo. I got it for $3 at Costco.
It has a pump.
Nebraska band.
This is going to last me for 6 months, so you don't have to pay $3 every month.
I can't wait to take a before and after picture using Market Basket shampoo. Like, I'm bald in the second picture.
Dude, just like crudely Photoshop out your hair in the first picture, and then the second one is like your regular hair. 6 months
think
on
I'm gonna do
Kirkland
that tonight.
Signature. Kirkland Signature 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and this is what happened.
Oh my god! And then
Just
actually
go
doubles as vodka.
Open up in MS Paint and just put like a beige oval on the top of your head and call it a bald spot.
Jesus,
Before.
Jesus Christ!
I'm doing that tonight. I can't wait.
If anybody knows any good shampoos, sell them to me.
Stop.
Because I have
Because
someone that you can buy them off of.
I fucking promise you, if I scroll through my Instagram stories tonight, there will be 4 or 5 fucking people promoting their shampoo.
It's really bad. And honestly, even I wouldn't even mind, but like they all post the same shit, and it's like the same over, and it's the same like copied and pasted things that they send to the rest of the people in their pyramid. They send to the lower bricks, and they just all repost the same thing as if it was like on their real phone. It's like, look at these testimonials from my customers.
Yeah, fuck that. I just got my 17th paycheck this week. I love this job. Going to Vegas for free next week. Wow. Ask how you can get involved. Blow me.
Fuck.
Well, how about that?
I hate it. There's that's like up there with the worst things. The things that aggravate me the most on this fucking world. It's anti-vaxxers, hangnails, and pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously you haven't heard about the new shampoo that actually doubles as a measles, organic measles vaccine alternative.
Wow,
It's actually
Mark Cuban.
holistic medicine. You rub the shampoo on your shoulders, and then you'll never get measles. It's actually holistic Eastern medicine.
Wow.
Big Pharma doesn't want you to know.
Apparently.
Stop.
We'll end the pyramid scheme by we could talk about something that hits a little close to home for Dom especially, and I'm assuming both of us to an extent. You know, we lost a good one, boys. Dom, let him know he didn't die.
He's not dead. we lost a good one. We lost a good one, but he's not dead. So if you didn't know already, if you didn't see like any of my very sad tweets, or if I didn't text you directly, Reggie from Nintendo, Reggie Fils-Aime, has stepped down as president of Nintendo of America. I put on every sad song I knew of and just sobbed at my desk for a smooth 2 hours today. His goodbye video that he put out, I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but I got choked up. And, you know, it was a sad day. It's a sad day. I mean, in an era, I put a little goodbye message on wickedgoodgaming.com. You can go check that out. It's our video game website. But in an era of shady business practices, I mean, every other episode of the podcast now, we're talking about some new fucking corporate dickhead executive that's ruining all of our favorite franchises, laying off 800 people and then bragging about profits, you know, turning around and trying to juice legendary franchises into games as a service and fucking killing the hopes and dreams and memories of millions of people. You have Reggie as this like beacon of light who comes on screen and you just know that everything's going to be okay and you just can't wait. You're happy to see him and you just can't wait to see what he's got for you. What do you got for me, Reggie? And he's over here telling you Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS, and I'm over here like, man, give me that.
That's not even a game.
Yeah, it is. Shut the fuck up. Not now. Not today, Bob.
Pick any other
Animal
time.
Crossing isn't even a game.
Rob, pick any other episode of the podcast to be wrong, not this one.
This is Reggie's day, not yours.
No, this is Reggie's day. Don't fucking make this about you. So, hey, Seth, thanks for the subscription. Thank you for stealing your girlfriend's Amazon Prime and subscribing to us. I really appreciate it. But yeah,
Thank you, Seth.
that's all I'm gonna say is, you know, Reggie for me is. I mean, I feel like I kind of grew up with him because I was like 13. He joined Nintendo 15 years ago, so I was like 13ish. I was probably I was like just starting to save up to like buy games with my own money, and I was always like looking out for like the new thing to be announced, and he would be the guy announcing it. So I would love to spend a good chunk of time talking about our favorite Nintendo games, some favorite Nintendo moments that you might have had with like a console or something, some good time that you spent with it, because I just feel like wherever Reggie is right now, whatever Caribbean island he's on enjoying his retirement happily and healthily, maybe he will hear our thoughts and grant us a release date for Animal Crossing on Switch if we talk about Nintendo stuff.
Can't wait. Hopefully. Oh my god. I would like to quote something that 12-year-old Chris once heard Sir Reginald say. I'm Reggie. I'm about kicking ass and taking names. And we're about making games. The crowd erupts. Me, 12-year-old Chris, in front of the TV, hella fat, out of breath, got like frosting on my face still. All fired up. I was like, wow, this guy's badass. Yeah. But I'll kick it off if you want me to talk about some Nintendo shit.
Please do.
That really hits home for me. I would like to start off by, of course, the most important, Animal Crossing. One of the best games I've ever played in my life. One of the most, let me say that one more time. One of the best video games that I've ever played in my life. Animal Crossing. And then I kind of have a list of...
None of that sentence should never be spoken.
Reginald's Day. I don't know if you remember. This isn't about Bob right now. It's about Reginald. So also all the Super Mario bodies. It's that like really got me into like cohesive games, even though there was something so great about sitting around a TV with 4 of your buddies and like going at one another, and then out of nowhere it's a 3-on-1. It's like 3 and your boys versus the computer or something like that. You team up, and it was super competitive, and that kind of leads me into Super Smash. That's when I first got the taste of staying in on a weekend, getting really high, and just playing video games for hours. And I must have been like, this was a couple of years ago. It must have been. But like I was never really big into Smash before that, but there was something so great about just getting baked and playing that game and just sitting there and just losing yourself in the game, just battling all your buddies. Shout out to Jay for Justice. He's a big Super Smash guy. We used to play in his basement. That was incredible. And then I'd like to give one more honorable mention, and I will let you go and kind of take it. Bob, Luigi's Mansion, and GameCube as a whole. Luigi's Mansion is one of my favorite games of all time. If I could play it right now, I would, and I actually probably can, so I'm going to find a way to play that. Faux show.
Really quick, just before it like leaves my head, speaking of Smash and Reggie, probably my favorite Reggie moment ever is he got on stage after a Smash event in 2014, and he gets up there and he was presenting an award, and it was right before the 3DS Smash Brothers came out. And he literally he went on stage and like was presenting the award and was like, you know, I love all Nintendo games, but I absolutely suck at Smash. He was like, but next year, he was like, now that Smash is coming out for 3DS, I can practice all the time, and I'm coming back here next year, and I'm kicking your ass. And he said this is the president of Nintendo of America, said this to an esports pro. No other company on the face of the fucking earth could get away with that. Nobody. If somebody goes to the president of Activision, literally couldn't even tell you who the president of Activision is, walks on stage and he goes, I'm going to kick your ass. People are like, I'm filing assault charges.
Yeah.
I am.
It might be a different time.
No, there is one. There's one. Kojima. If Kojima said that to anybody, they'd be like, all right,
yeah,
we're good. You win.
You win. Yeah, all you, pal. I feel like it's a different time, though. If you said that now, when did he say that? How long ago was
2014.
that?
It was only a couple years ago. But no, I mean, Kojima is like a whole different thing because he's known for being like this crazy developer, like a little eccentric and stuff like that. But like Reggie is also, I mean, he's not just like the public PR, like face of the company. He's the president of, he's like in board meetings and shit. And people are like, bro, you told an esports pro you're going to kick his ass? Like, that's the funniest fucking thing ever. And the whole crowd erupts, goes off. I can't believe it. I mean, Reggie, just the greatest. Jay Hit says his favorite Nintendo games: Yoshi's Island, okay, relatable. Kirby All Stars, very good, and Pokemon. I mean, that's easy. Chuck is saying Pokemon Yellow and Blue, Link's Awakening, Seth, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin 2. Yeah, hey, listen, I mean, there's just so many classics. Yeah, and even through the bad stuff, you know, even through like the more mediocre releases where you're like, man, like I don't think I'm gonna play that. Like you knew that Reggie was all hyped up and amped up for it, and you'd never lost faith in Nintendo because you know he didn't. And you know, even though that was his job, you could tell he genuinely loved it. Bob, what do you think?
I mean, I grew out of Nintendo stuff so quick when I was growing up. Like some of my earliest gaming memories came from my cousin's Super Nintendo. And then when we finally got an N64 in the house, it was like it was pretty much the video, the N64 kit video, where me and both of my sisters, little me and both of my fucking sisters, were just freaking the fuck out, and we would play until like, I don't know, at the time probably like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Past my bedtime now.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, man. There's just so many memories of like me playing Ocarina of Time and then getting so fucking scared outside of the Spirit Temple when you're walking in and you just hear the werewolf howl, and then I'd shit my pants on the spot. I think I've told this on the podcast before, but I would walk out right before you walk into the Spirit Temple. You hear the two werewolves howl, and then boom, I pause the game immediately. What the fuck just happened? Then they fucking immortalize, just come right up onto the fucking screen out of the ground, and I start freaking out. And I climbed up the wall onto the tree next to it where you get I think you get a small key, and I paused the game, put it down, came back to it 6 months later, and I had my sister get me into the Spirit Temple.
Wow.
Because I was too fucking scared. I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Wow. Big horror guy.
Big horror guy.
Look, I told you, I grew out of Nintendo quick. But I mean, N64, man, like Donkey Kong Country, or not Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong 64 is probably one of the most underrated games on the N64. People are just like, oh, it's a item fucking grab or whatever the fuck it's called.
One of the best fucking platformers ever.
It's so good, and I miss it, and I want them to do an HD remaster for it, but it's never gonna happen. Donkey Kong Racing, best racing game ever created, better than any Mario Kart.
We should cosplay as the cast of Donkey Kong 64 at PAX this year. Chris can be Lanky Kong. Rob, you can be Chunky Kong.
And you can be Shaka Khan.
I'm just saying, you're the biggest one.
You could be Grandpa Kong.
I can be Cranky Kong. Yeah, I'll be Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong, yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, we can get a couple other people. Yeah, that was good. There's actually there's a little Donkey Kong in all of us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to end the podcast episode early so I can get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
It's not a game. It's not even a game.
I have Bob muted.
Good.
I just blocked him.
Fucking bullshit. Oh my god.
I consider Animal Crossing more than a game than Farmville. That's a video game.
I don't consider that a game either.
I mean, do you consider like Bus Driver Simulator a game?
No, it's a simulation.
Yeah, but then what's Animal Crossing?
Come on, try to get me to trip on my own words.
It's a simulation game. It's a fucking simulation game. Do you consider The Sims? Do you consider The Sims a game?
No, it's
Do you consider
Sims.
Harvest Moon a game?
Hold on. Sims, SIM, simulation. Do you see the roots here, huh?
Rob also thought that Cameo Elemental Power was a role-playing game, so we can't really say
Oh my god, get the fuck out of here.
Imagine.
This is ridiculous.
I've never met somebody this loud and this wrong at the same time. What about, do you think Harvest Moon is a video game?
I've never played it.
Look it up.
Everything else I'd played, and I could put some input into it. Except I haven't played Bus Simulator, but I've watched somebody play Bus Simulator before.
I definitely have to.
And it's just a simulation. That's all. It's an experience. You sit down and you pretend you're in a fucking bus.
Yeah, but Animal Crossing's not like that.
Just like in Animal Crossing, you sit down and you pretend to fucking pick up apples all day.
That's not true. The storyline on it's beautiful. You start living on your own. Your parents write you, like you're learning to live on your own. You have your first house. You have to get a job. It's just
Animal Crossing single-handedly emotionally prepared me for student loan debt.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And
Only you can't shake trees and get money.
Yeah, I can't shake trees and have bags of money fall out. Money does grow on trees in Animal Crossing, and that always made me feel like I was doing okay. So Animal Crossing is a game, Bob. You're wrong.
And if you don't have money from shaking the trees, you could always pawn stuff in at Tom Nook's store. You can go fishing. You catch a red snapper. That's like 800 bells. That's fucking bank.
Dude, I remember I can't even remember what I had to get, but I had to literally sell the shirt off my back in Animal Crossing for like 5 bells just to afford it. Maybe it was like an upgrade on my house, or it was like a payment from Tom Nook or something like that, and I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty dark game when you think about it.
I've never related to something more.
Yeah. Then the rhinoceros next door was like, oh my god, there's a squirrel in my house or something, and it's actually just another neighbor. It's fucking wild. It teaches you tolerance for other people who are not like you. It teaches you money management, Dude, it's not even it's a life lesson. It's not even maybe
time management too.
Yeah.
No one's telling you to go to work.
Oh
you
my
have to
God.
go there, or Tom Nook's fucking banging on your door, that little miserable squirrel. I mean, you just have to do it. You got to make your own money. You got to survive on your own. You upgrade your house. You renovate the house. Figure out how to make money. You get along with other people. You make friends. You have dinner at their house. It's a beautiful game.
Animal
It's a beautiful
Crossing.
game. And if you don't like it, you're Scrooge. Scrooge.
Animal Crossing and
Fine.
Grand Theft Auto are essentially the same thing. You get
Exactly.
How there are fucking game mechanics in Grand Theft Auto? What do you mean?
because you have a town or a city that you need to explore. Okay, you have a mob boss of a raccoon that is extorting you, and you need to pay him off.
How do you beat the mob boss? You don't. You just give
You
him
do.
things.
No, you
Dumb.
work for
Dumb
him
game.
until
Dumb
you're
game.
able to support yourself.
Yeah,
You win.
you come up with
game.
a point. Anytime in the Grand Theft Auto series, is a protagonist who's like, "Oh my God, I owe money to this guy, and I got to pay him back," and then you got to do odd jobs to pay him back. The only difference is that in Grand Theft Auto, you have to murder people, and in Animal Crossing, you have to pick fruit. That's literally the only difference between Grand Theft Auto and Animal Crossing. Clip that, cut it, print it, put it on our Instagram, quote me, put it on my fucking tombstone. Animal Crossing, Grand Theft Auto, same game.
Big
And-
facts.
You can't say they're the same game because only one of them is a game. Only Grand Theft Auto is a game.
I disagree because
I'll elaborate a little bit, please.
what, car stealing simulator, and then you just put the cars in your garage? What difference is that than gathering furniture and putting it in your house in Animal Crossing? What's the difference? Literally. no
So,
difference.
okay, if you're going to call it car stealing simulator, then you also have to call it third-person shooting simulator and first-person shooting simulator.
Yeah, so you
And then you're
also could
calling
call
every,
Animal
and then you're
Crossing
calling
a
every
fishing
other
simulator.
game a simulation.
You could also call Animal Crossing a fishing simulator and a gardening simulator. Don't matter.
There's no simulation. You just press a button and it goes in.
No,
You press a
have you ever
button
had the
to shoot a gun too, Rob, you fucking moron. You literally
But you have
press
to
a button
aim. You have
pull
to do mechanical aim.
Yeah, and you have
gotta
to
aim for the fish.
and you have to aim at a tree to water it. You got to
You
aim
don't
at
aim
it.
at the fucking tree.
Yes,
you
you
go
do.
up to it.
Yes, you do.
You just
John.
walk up to
How
it.
about when you plant money trees? You have to aim at the dark spots on the ground.
Yeah,
If you miss
absolutely.
them,
You
then
wanna
your
talk about
your
Easter
shovel
eggs?
might break.
In-
If you go to dig something and you hit too many rocks, your shovel breaks, and then you have to figure out how to make money to buy another shovel to grow money trees
Exactly.
to get that money.
Dude, you get
to
that-
support
yeah.
yourself, so you don't have to work for Tom Nook.
You get that one Lamborghini in Grand Theft Auto, and then it blows up, and then what do you have to do? You got to save up more money. You got to do more odd jobs so that you can go get another one, and then you go to pay and spray to hook it up. You blow it up again. You have to do the same. You got to do the same thing. And there's events that happen at certain times that you have to be like around in the right place, right time for. There's schools of fish that you have to aim your fishing pole at with a lot of precision. There are Easter eggs in Grand Theft Auto. You got to like shoot pigeons or something as collectibles, whack as fuck. In Animal Crossing, you find out that you can plant a money tree if you get to the right place at the right time. Goat game, and that's just pretty much it. And as far as I'm concerned, Reggie was all a part of that. So Animal Crossing, top 5 game, and it ain't 2 through 4.
This is the dumbest
And it
shit
ain't
I've ever
five
heard. Hey, Reggie, I'm glad you're fucking retiring.
Oh
Have a
my
good one.
God.
Hey, go to your fucking private island and stay there. We don't need any more Animal Crossing. Take some time off. See you later. We don't need you.
Wow, what a
So
hateful
many more.
statement. I
We
thought
don't
we weren't gonna
fucking
engage.
need you anymore.
I didn't think we were going to engage in hate speech in this podcast, and I don't know. I don't like the way this is going.
Get him out.
So, but the good news is that Reggie's understudy, Chuck, just goes, "I'm unsubbing." I'm
Do you have
unsubbing.
any idea?
I'm on
Do you
something
have
from
any
Bob
idea
only.
how many people message me or go into chat live and like, how can I just unsub to you, Bob?
How can I just? Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. The good news is that we're
Whole
getting
pack.
Reggie's understudy, who was working under him for like 4 years, and he was the head of sales and marketing at Nintendo, Doug Bowser, which is an amazing last name for an executive at Nintendo. And the first picture he posted is a picture of him holding up a little whiteboard thing that says like "Thank you for the warm welcome," and then in the background, if you zoom in the background, there's a Mario and Luigi stuffed animals like tied up like back to back. And then there's like little Bowser Jr. things on the shelf. It's all like little minion stuffed animals there. So guy's already kind of in on the memes. He's already in on the memes, you know.
Only way I want him as the new president is if he makes a statement tomorrow saying there will be no more Animal Crossing. We are done. That is no longer a video game franchise because one, I disagree with Reggie. It should have never been a quote unquote game.
my God.
Okay, it's gone. It's getting axed, and we're gonna make something different. We're gonna make a GTA style game.
Which there are.
Animal,
which
yeah,
is-
Animal. That's called Animal Crossing for Switch. Rob, it's coming in like.
Well,
April, I think.
they're the only way I approve of the new president of Nintendo of America is if he gets rid of Animal Crossing.
It's literally never gonna happen. We need to get rid of
Okay,
you. If
well,
you listen, if you if you like to like bench press and just talk out of your ass, let us know because we're looking for a new podcast co-host. And you like Animal Crossing as a game series, and if you like anime body pillows, that's a plus. Not needed, but highly encouraged. It's like on a resume. It's like like Microsoft Excel.
Why are you bringing my personal fucking lifestyle choices into this?
I'm just saying. Listen. You said you were slandering Reggie. I had to take the gloves off.
Oh, so you're gonna start calling on my body pillows?
It's a low blow, Dom. It's a low
That's
blow.
fucked up.
It's a low blow. He was like, "I don't miss you, Reggie. Don't come back." I cried at my desk today.
Get lost. Get fucking
Oh
lost.
my god.
But don't get Animal Crossing lost.
Yeah, that can fucking go to. I hope he takes all the fucking codes with him to whatever fucking island he
What do you think
goes.
it's like? What do you think it's like a nuclear launch code briefcase that he has?
Yes,
That says like
yes.
launch Animal Crossing. Dude,
Yep.
Animal Crossing, best fucking game. You know what's going to be amazing is so his last day is I think mid-April. I want to say like April 15th. There was a rumor that Animal Crossing for the Switch was going to come out at the end of April or like beginning of May. So I think they're going to do one last Nintendo Direct and have him on there, and he's going to announce Animal Crossing, and then he's going to tear off his fucking sleeves, and he's going to flex, and his biceps are going to be fucking twice the size of Rob's, and he's going to
I
have...
will fucking. Oh my god! Don't stop right now, because I will find a shirt that I'm ready to tear the sleeves off of, and I will do it.
That's it.
I heard that him and Mr. Bowser are gonna give a Tom Nook stuffed animal 3D through a table.
They're gonna 3D a Rob body pillow through a table.
What's Bob doing?
He's trying to find a shirt that he can rip the sleeves off of. This is a pretty rare occurrence. So if you've this is like only happened on one or two other episodes of the podcast. So
He's all out of shirts to rip the sleeves off.
he's gonna be out of breath by the time he gets back to his fucking chair. Heaving. He's gonna sound like he just ran 2 miles singing the national anthem at the top of his lungs. Oh my god. We're over here while Rob's playing
Step
Wardrobe.
aside to take your shirt off.
Wardrobe.
No, but-
Right. He's gonna go snip little holes in it so it comes off easier.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Fucking kid.
Oh my god. So
No,
yeah, Animal Crossing,
yeah.
best game ever. Reggie, thank you for everything. We love you so much. And thank you for all the great mememories.
All right, here we go, boys.
We'll start talking
So,
shit.
like, I mean, honestly, that was my favorite part of the last Animal Crossing game. Is oh, here we go.
Clip this.
You want to start talking shit about Reggie having bigger biceps than me? I don't fucking think so. Not a chance. Not happening.
Wait, do it closer to the mic. Do it closer to the mic.
You really think Reggie is gonna have bigger fucking biceps than me? Not a chance.
That's actually a really cool shirt. You just ruined a shirt.
What kind of shirt is that? What does it have, a rooster on it?
Yeah.
It's a Final Fantasy shirt.
Oh, it's a chocobo.
Get this shit off.
I thought it was a chicken, and it reminded me of one of my favorite neighbors in Animal Crossing. All right.
I don't. I'll fucking tear the second half.
Just tear the whole thing off so it's like a midriff.
I can't. TOS.
Q's the name of Q's clip. He goes, "It's what am I even watching?" Oh my god. Well, I think we might have just violated TOS by having Rob shred his clothes.
What are you talking about?
I wish Big Tasty was here. Where's Doc Bob Stinks and Doc Bob Feet Picks? Where are they? They're in here somewhere.
Those are different people. Those are different people.
They're all different people. Big Tasty.
Big Tasty, Doc Bob Stinks, completely different people. Everyone knows that. Yo, by the way, I want to give something away. You guys want to give something away?
Yeah, sure. What do you have in mind?
Well, I mean, we already announced it 2 weeks ago, and today is the day where we pick the winner.
Oh, we
You
could throw
remember?
in the shirt too.
The sleeves.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
gonna
throw in the shirt.
just the sleeves.
All right, so 2 weeks ago, we announced that we were doing a giveaway for a Blue Yeti microphone, and today is the day that we decide. In order to enter, you had to be following and commented on one of our Instagram pictures. Got a little buried back there. I've been trying to push it out as much as possible, but it's kind of where we're at now. We already have all the people that entered. I have everyone loaded up, and I am picking a winner right this second. And the winner is Poppy Panda the Wise.
Hey.
Yeah, Poppy Panda the Wise. Congrats, you won the microphone. I'm going to DM you on Instagram if you're not in here. And if you don't respond within 24 hours, then we are picking someone new. So try to be by your phone if you're listening to this, but I will DM you tonight and get all the info and send it to you as soon as possible, my friend. Congratulations.
Nice. Hey, congrats. It kind of sounds like an auto-generated Twitch bot name, but hey, congratulations. What was it? Poppy Panda
the Wise.
Poppy Panda the Wise. That's a Kung Fu Panda character.
Is it?
No, I don't know. I have no fucking
clue. I mean, it must be.
Poppy Panda was my other favorite neighbor in Animal Crossing, though.
Oh, yeah. And then the rhino. It was cool. Rebecca. Rebecca the rhino.
I'm going to put a shirt on underneath this just so I can rip this off.
Do you think Bob's neighbors say that about him in real life?
The rhino?
Robert the rhino?
Now I'm mad.
Chocolate is not rigged. It's an auto generator, like everyone's naming.
Oh my god! He goes,
I'm a fair guy. If it was rigged, I would have gave it a big tasty.
I can't wait to Photoshop a fucking beard and like a Zelda tattoo onto like a hippo neighbor on Animal Crossing and put a fucking flamingo shirt on it like he has on right now.
I'm getting real sick of your shit. Reggie, Nintendo, America, fuck.
Maddie D, thank you for the host. I don't know why Dom doesn't have the alert set up.
No, I think it's broken because we got 2 subs during the show, and it just showed up as like a tiny little text bubble. It didn't show like the thing, so we might have to check that out in Streamlabs. But thank you for the host, Matt. I love you a lot. I want to kiss you. Seth, Bob probably doesn't think that Stardew Valley is a game because Stardew Valley.
It's a game. You could do several things in that game.
See you later. This is too much.
Yeah, get out. Get lost. Go, you and Reggie, get out.
And in conclusion, it's time to land the train. Dom, get back here, land the train.
That does it for episode 116 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Let's land this train. I like the way that rolls a little better.
Does roll off.
Yeah.
Who's going first? I thought you were gonna call someone to go first.
Rob, go.
I got nothing here actually. big ol' Wicked Gaming suck it to anyone who plays Animal Crossing. It's not a game, so suck it if you play it.
Not good. I would like to give a shout out to our new blogger, J for Justice.
Bang.
AKA Bad Vibes in Discord. If you see him, say what's up. He's going to be posting some hot magma. Actually, just has an article out, his first one, on wickedgaming.com. You can check him out there. But thank you for jumping on, Jay, and we look forward to working with you.
Cheer. And Big Lex, thank you for the bits, and shout out to Big Lex. No shout outs for his job, but yeah, shout out to him, and shout out to Coconut Caramel Coffees at Dunks right now. I'm not telling you which Dunks we go to because we don't do that in the podcast anymore. Big shout out to Reggie. Thank you for everything that you've done for video games and for my motherfucking life, and for improving my quality of life overall by contributing to the release of such classic video game releases such as Animal Crossing. And also, big shout out to
get some new faces, Dom.
Yeah, we get some new faces. Big shout out to everybody that's in the thing right now. We've got a whole bunch of fucking people. And again, I'm gonna shout out the bots too because I can't stop and analyze who are bots and who are not. So big shout out to Virgo Pros, V and K, Sneaky Ado, Slow Cool, Positivity Bot. That's got bot in the fucking name. Paulize, Not Seth Tata. Potato, patata, Matty D himself, Moxie's voice crack, Cretin, J Hit, host giveaway. That's a fucking bot.
Somebody somewhere in the world right now is sitting at their computer watching us, logged in as host. What is it? Fucking host giveaway. That's their fucking Twitch name. They're like, I'm not a bot. What the fuck do you mean?
I'm a real person. Host giveaway, hostile, for real X. Shout out Teaksay, Doc Bob Stinks. Big shout out to Doc Bob Stinks. Commander Root, Chunk Master Flex 1337. Shout out Chunk Master Flex. Please be my new best friend. Chuck Dick, as always, and shout out to the future Mrs. Dick. Chuck Dick getting married pretty soon. Picked out his suit. He's got his wedding band he's picking out. Big shout out to the Dick family. And I can't wait to get invited to the wedding. Just let me know if you need anything. I can tie people's ties. You know what I mean? You're going to see us. If it's open bar, invite us. If it's not open bar, don't invite us.
Yeah, I'm busy that day.
Yeah,
if it's not open bar, I have a doctor's appointment.
If it's not open bar, I got to go feed my cats. So, and apricot droop fruit, another TV viewer, definitely a bot, and all the mods, which is just all of us. Why am I not a mod in our own channel?
And Joe, shout out Q.
And Joe, shout out to Q. Well, he's a mod. I mean, Q, Lex, Chris, me, not Rob because he doesn't think Animal Crossing's a game.
It's not.
Big Lex goes big dick energy. That's his wedding hashtag. That's Chuck Dick's wedding hashtag.
Ooh, that's sick.
Oh, if it's not, there you go. That's a free idea. Free money. Jesus Christ. All right. Wait, Chris, did you go?
Yeah, I already went.
All right, cool. Hey, shout out to everybody. Thank you for listening. Check us out. Wicked Good Gaming. Is it wickedgoodgaming.patreon.com or is it patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming? I think it's the first one.
patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming.
Bang.
Also, we're hosting an Apex tournament next weekend, so if you want in,
the Apex
jump in the Discord.
Open. Jump in the Discord. Somebody give me a exclamation point Discord. Patreon. Check us out there. Subscribe to us. Steal your girlfriend's Amazon Prime or steal your boyfriend's Amazon Prime or steal your significant other's Amazon Prime and go subscribe to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming. New episodes live every Thursday, and then the new ones, the edited ones, go up on Fridays on all your favorite podcast platforms, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, all that good stuff. You know where to find us. You know you love us, so support your boys. And if you want some incredible merch, some sleeves that are worth ripping, but then you save the regular shirt, though, because it's really nice and it fits nice, you want to go to wickedgoodgaming.com/shop, and you can go see some beautiful designs, some handcrafted, handmade designs from yours truly, because, we don't just do this shit for ourselves. We're trying to get these coins. I'm trying to get a gold-plated jet ski and ride out into the sunset. So join us on Discord, join the Apex Legends tournament, and subscribe to us on Twitch, and we will see you next week.
I mean, it's only 8 o'clock, Chris. You want to get a couple matches in?
Absolutely. Everyone in here, we're going to host Rurikon, who's been on the podcast before. A really good guy.
I was gonna stream for a couple.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Just stream.
No. Everyone stay here. Bob's going to jump on Apex. Bob and I are going to play Apex, so stay hanging out, and we're just going to switch over. Be back Chris, on in no time.
Go to our Discord.
Yep.
Bye, Dom.
Peace.